Hi, I'm AJ Aziz and I'm Alvin Ilagan, and we're here to discuss about the principle of electronic communication systems. Chapter 1. It is the introduction to electronic communication. The topics covered in Chapter 1 is the first is the significance of human communication, communication system, types of electronic communication, modulation and multiplexing, the electromagnetic spectrum, bandwidth, a survey of communication application, and jobs and career in the communication industry. Communication is the process of exchanging information. Main barriers are language and distance. Contemporary society's emphasis is now the accumulation, packaging, and exchange of information. There are four methods of communication. First is the face-to-face, next is the signals, third is the written word, and last is the electrical innovation. The basic components. First, the transmitter, channel, and receiver. Noise degrades or interferes with transmitted information. Transmitter is a collection of electronic components and circuits that converts the electrical signal into a signal suitable for transmission over a given medium. Transmitters are made up of oscillators, amplifiers, tuned circuits, and filters, modulators, frequency mixer, frequency synthesizer, and other circuits. Communication channel is the medium by which the electronic signal is sent from one place to another. The types of media include electrical conductors, optical media, free space, and the system-specific media. A receiver is a collection of electronic components and circuits that accept the transmitted message from the channel and converts it back into a form of understandable by humans. Receiver contains amplifier, oscillators, mixer, tuned circuits, and filters, or detectors that recovers the original intelligence signal from the modulated carrier. Transceiver is an electronic unit that incorporates circuits that both send and receive signal. Attenuation or degradation exists in all media of wireless transmission. It is proportional to the square of the distance between the transmitter and receiver. Noise is random, undesirable electronic energy that enters the communication system via the communicating medium and interferes with the transmitted message. Electronic communication are classified according to whether they are, first is the one-way or simplex, or two-way, full duplex or half duplex transmission. The next is the analog or digital signals. Simplex is the simplest method of electronic communication. This type of communication is one-way. The examples are radio, TV broadcasting, and beeper. The full duplex. Most electronic communication is two-way. When people can talk and listen simultaneously, it is called full duplex. The telephone is an example of this type of communication. The form of two-way communication in which only one party transmits at a time is known as a half duplex. The examples are police, military radio, citizen band, family radio, and amateur radio. An analog signal is smoothly and continuously varying voltage or current. The examples are the sine wave, voice, and video. Digital signals change in step or discrete increments. Most digital signals use binary or two-state codes. The examples are telegram or Morse code, continuous wave, and serial binary code. Digital signals. Many transmissions are of signal that originate in digital form but must be converted to analog form to match the transmission medium. Digital data over the telephone network. Analog signals. They are first digitized with an analog to digital converter. The data can then be transmitted and processed by computers and digital circuits. Modulation and multiplexing are electronic techniques for transmitting information efficiently from one place to another. Modulation makes the information signal more compatible with the medium, and multiplexing allows more than one signal to be transmitted concurrently over a single medium. The baseband information can be sent directly and unmodified over the medium or can be used to modulate a carrier for the transmission over the medium. In telephone or intercom system, the voice is placed on the wires and transmitted. In some computer networks, the digital signals are applied directly to coaxial or twisted pair cables for transmission. Broadband transmission. A carrier is a high-frequency signal that is modulated by audio, video, or data. A radio frequency or RF wave is an electromagnetic signal that is able to travel long distance through space. Broadband transmission takes place when a carrier signal is modulated, amplified, and sent to the antenna for transmission. The two most common methods are amplification method and the frequency method, modulation. Another method is called the phase modulation, in which the phase angle of the sine wave is varied. Frequency shift keying, or FSK, takes place when data is converted to frequency varying tones. Devices called modems or modulator-demodulator translate the data from digital to analog and back again. The modulation or detectors takes place in the receiver when the data baseband signal is extracted. Multiplexing is the process of allowing two or more signals to share the same medium or channel. The three basic types of multiplexings are frequency division, time division, and code division. Here come AJS to present 1-5, electromagnetic spectrum.
The electromagnetic spectrum, it is the range of electromagnetic signals encompassing all frequencies. It's referred to as electromagnetic spectrum. The frequency and wavelength. A signal is located on the frequency spectrum according to its frequency and wavelength. Frequency is the number of cycles of repetitive wave that occur in a given period of time. A cycle consists of two voltage polarity reversals, current reversals, and electromagnetic field oscillations. Frequency is measured in cycles per second. The unit of frequency is the hertz. The wavelength is the distance occupied by one cycle of a wave and is usually expressed in meters. Wavelength also is the distance traveled by an electromagnetic wave during the time of one cycle. The wavelength of a signal is represented by the Greek letter lambda. Here's the example of it. The wavelength is by the formula speed of light divided by the frequency. And the constant for the speed of light is 3 times 10 to the 8th power in meters per second. Here's the electromagnetic spectrum divided into segments. They are arranged into smallest up to the highest hertz possible. The optical spectrum. It exists directly above the millimeter wave region. 3 types of light waves are infrared, visible spectrum, and ultraviolet. Optical spectrum. Infrared radiation is produced by any physical equipment that generates heat, including our bodies. Infrared is used in astronomy to detect stars and other physical bodies in the universe. And here are some use of the infrared, which are them. And the visible spectrum, just above the infrared region, is the visible spectrum, referred to as light. Red is low frequency or long wavelength light. Violet is high frequency or short wavelength light. Light waves are very high frequency, enables them to handle a tremendous amount of information. The bandwidth of the baseband signals can be very wide. Optical spectrum, ultraviolet. It is not used for communication. Its primary use is medical. Bandwidth is that portion of electromagnetic spectrum occupied by a signal. Channel bandwidth refers to the range of frequencies required to transmit the desired information. More room at the top. Today, virtually the entire frequency spectrum between approximately 30 kHz up to the 300 MHz has been spoken for. There is tremendous competition for these frequencies between companies, individuals, and government services, in individual carriers, and between the different nations of the world. The electromagnetic spectrum is one of our most precious natural resources. Communication engineering is devoted to making the best use of the finite spectrum. Great effort goes into developing communication techniques that minimize the bandwidth required to transmit given information and thus conserve spectrum space. These provide more room for additional communication and channels and gives other services or users an opportunity to take advantage of it. Spectrum management and standards. Spectrum management is provided by agencies set up by the United States and other countries to control spectrum use. The Federal Communications Commission and National Telecommunications and Information Administration are two agencies that deal in spectrum management. Standards are specifications and guidelines necessary to ensure compatibility between transmitting and receiving equipment. Here a survey of communication application. Here's the example of a simplex. And here are the examples of a duplex type of communication. The electronic industry is roughly divided into four major specializations. Communications. It is the largest in terms of people and employed and dollar value of equipment purchased. Computers. Is the second largest, and next the industrial controls and instrumentation. Types of jobs in terms of communication. There are engineers design communication equipment and systems. And also, their engineers, there will also always be technicians that install and troubleshoot, repair, calibrate, and maintain equipment. And lastly, engineering technicians assist in equipment design and testing and assembly. And types of jobs. Technical sales representatives determine customer and needs and related specifications, write proposals, and sell equipment. Technical writers generate technical documentation for equipment and systems. Trainers develop programs, generate training and presentation materials, and conduct classroom training. Major employers. The communication electronics industry is made up of the following segments. There are the manufacturers, resellers, service organizations, and end users. And here we end chapter 1, and I'm AJ Yasis.
And I'm Alvin Ilagan.
Thank you.